let's talk about how people that are not ready for marriage, how they go into this marriage, how they carry their head with their full chest and go into the marriage just to make the other person's life miserable. You know you're not ready for marriage. How do you know you're not ready for marriage? Because you still cheat. You're not intentional yet. You cannot stay faithful to one partner. You cannot stay faithful to one partner. You still want to go up and down, jump up and down. You still have so many things. I feel like this is something that a lot of men do. I'm not saying every man, but a whole lot of men, I feel like this is what they do. Or some men that don't know what they want with their lives, that their head is not yet straight. They carry themselves. They are getting married to this woman and their ex is coming to visit. I read about a lady recently on Twitter. She said, oh no, it was a guy. It was even the ex that sent an anonymous message to this person and said that he wanted to, the ex was getting married the following weekend, but she was coming over this weekend. And he needed the person to advise him on what to use so that the girl would never forgive or forget him. You're getting married next weekend. All plans, all arrangements has been made. You're getting married next weekend though. You know you're an adult. You're getting married next weekend and you carried yourself and go and meet your ex today, this weekend. Now you not get pregnant and that child will not be your ex's child. You'll not be troubling that guy, the innocent guy that you married. I feel like some people need to just stay in their lane and not get married. You need to just stay in your lane and not bother getting married because you know that you're not ready. You know that all you want to do is to make the other person's life miserable. So don't bother doing it. Do not bother going into the marriage if you know that you want to make their life miserable. If you know that you're not man enough or you're not a full man yet, but in your mind you're thinking you're a full man and you are always announcing your gender to us. You're always going about announcing your gender. I'm a man now. I'm the man now. I'm the man of this house now. You're always announcing your gender. You always find the urge. You always have that urge of announcing your gender, or you always you seize every opportunity to announce your gender. Check yourself. Check yourself, because when we see a real man, we know. When we see an actual man, a man who is a man, a full-blown man, we know that this is a man. We know men. We know them. When they speak, we know this is a man. When they act, we know. But because you know you're a child, you're not looking for validation. You're not telling us. Announcing that I'm the man. You now carry your hand like this on your chest. Check yourself. If you're going to make the other person's life miserable in your marriage, do not marry them. If you know you're not ready, don't bother. Because we're actually tired of the divorces going out there. You'd see a lot of single people. They'll say, with this thing, these people too broke up. These people too are getting divorced. No, I'm not sure I want to do this marriage. Oh, I'm not sure I want to do this marriage thing. No, I'm not sure I want to do that. I'm not sure I want to do this. So because they failed, you want to write your own failure without even starting. You've not started. You don't want to write your own failure. That's your own is even apart. But my own is, if you know you're not ready to be intentional about your home, about your partner, you're not ready to take that person as number one. Because you know that, please, I need to say that all of the things I'm saying, I'm not speaking from experience. I am not speaking from my personal experience. Because I'm single, I'm not married. So I am not speaking from my personal experience. But of course, all of us know what is going on in the society. We know what is happening. So if you know that you're going to make the other person's life miserable, don't go and marry. If you're not intentional, you know by yourself that you're not an intentional person, don't go and get married. And you that you're an intentional person, you're about to get married to this person that you know they are not intentional. Some of you see these red flags. Many of you've seen these red flags, but you're hoping they will change. Continue hoping, because you know somewhere in your heart, you know they will not change. You know they are never going to change. You don't need anybody to tell you that this person is not going to change. This attitude would only escalate after marriage, or after wedding, sorry. It would only escalate in marriage. You know they will not change. Your spouse is a cheat. You know it with your full chest, and you're walking into the marriage. You walking into the marriage, you're somehow telling us that you're capable of accepting a cheating spouse. You're telling us with your full chest that you don't mind your spouse cheating. You don't mind if they cheat. You're telling us that you do not mind if they are this kind of person. Because I feel like the things that you know that you cannot live with, you know that you cannot actually live with these things, then these are not things you can manage. As much as we all know that everybody, like every man and woman, we all have one or two things that we are not doing right? We know. But that person that you're choosing to be married to, that things that they're not doing right, or that thing that they're not doing right, is it something you can actually manage? If it's not something you can manage, don't come tomorrow and say that they are disgusting you. Because you already know that you cannot manage this attitude. Why are you with them? Why are you getting married to them? Do you want to make their life miserable? Because the thing is, they'll continue doing this thing. Why not just leave them? Let them go and marry somebody that would, that can live with such. All of us are not the same. And all of us can never be the same. Some people can live with the things that you cannot live with. So why not let them? Why not just let them go and marry them? Go and marry those people that can actually live with them, live with their attitude. You are a cheat, but you don't want your partner to cheat. Continue. Because I honestly don't know who does that. I don't know. You take what you give, Abby, right? Is that not life? Whatever you're able to dish out, you should be able to take it, right? I feel like that's life. I feel like that is life. If you're able to dish out something, then when they do it to you, when they dish it back to you, you should be able to finish it up, eat it up. I feel like that's how life is supposed to be. But many humans want to have their cake and eat it. You want to do some things, and you don't want the other person to do it to you. You know you can't take it, but you're doing it to them. I feel like that's selfishness. That's selfishness. You can't take it, but you want them to take it. you're an abusive person, and you're abusing this person in marriage, your spouse, somebody that is supposed to be your partner, you are abusing them, but they can't abuse you back. Check yourself. We can, if I feel like if before people get married, if they can actually know that they want to be intentional, if they can actually be accountable and be intentional about whatever they do, I feel like some marriages would make it. I feel like some homes would actually make it. We won't be hearing of divorce here and there. Every time this one has broken up, this one of how many years marriage already, they are gone, they are divorced. This one, they already have grown-up children and they are divorced. Divorce is not I feel like, okay, marriage is not a do or die thing. Yes, it's not a do or die thing, but sometimes I just feel like the reasons you're divorcing should be reasonable. Should not be things that you can avoid. If there are things that are avoidable, okay, they're avoidable, why not avoid it? You know, things that when you do something and you end up regretting, you end up regretting these things, then it means that you can actually avoid this thing. So why do them in the first place? So if you're intentional and you know that this thing I'm about to do is going to put me or put my home into destruction, it means you can avoid it. Whatever it takes. Many people get married and they go jumping around, cheating every corner. And they even tell you they don't have food in the house. They are cheating because they don't have some things, some material things that would wear off. Material things that you know that even if you're not able to get it today, or you're not able to get it this year, you'll get it next year. Okay, you're not able to now get it next year, you'll get it next 2 years. Material things are material things. They're always there. You always meet them there. They're not going anywhere. Go and come back, you meet them. But because a lot of people are looking for luxury, and the luxury they can't afford, they cannot afford it, and their spouse cannot afford it, you leave this person that cannot afford that luxury. That person you're going to marry, now I'm talking to ladies, that person that you're going to marry, or that you're leaving your husband for, or your spouse for, if you're not married yet, it's good. Now you sabi. But my own is, if you're married, and because that man cannot provide some things for you, and you already knew, and you want to go and you're leaving him because of that, do you know tomorrow? What if the other person goes broke tomorrow and this person gets rich? How would you come back? Some of you will even come and beg again. You come back and beg that please take me back. That's shamelessness. That's the adage that this Yoruba adage of Opolo Bibitutu Ubasi. A frog, you would only find a frog in a cool place. You would never find them in a place that is hot or in a harsh place. They're always in a very cool place. So I feel like if many people would be more intentional about life, about their steps, about their decisions, about the things that they do to their partners, a lot of homes will not be broken. A whole lot of things are not going to happen. A whole lot of things are not going to happen. Like I said earlier, this is not coming from experience. It's not coming from my personal experience. Yeah. I just feel like I should put this out there that if you're getting married, be intentional. Make sure you're an intentional person, and make sure that what you dish out, you'll be able to eat it up when they serve it back to you. If you're getting married or you're in a marriage, just make sure that that thing that you're dishing out to your partner, if they dish it back to you, make sure you can eat it up. Make sure you can eat it up. You can finish it up. Just make sure that you can finish it up. Make sure you can. I want to emphasize it. I don't know how to emphasize this enough. I don't know how to emphasize it enough that if you know that you're not going to eat up what you're dishing them, if they serve it back to you, they don't dish it out. Do not dish it out. Do not try dishing it out, because sometime or at a point, tables will turn. Tables will turn. You're not going to be in that place forever. That table that you're looking at will turn. You will not. Nothing is in life is permanent. Hi guys, are you still there? Thank you so much for staying to the end of the video. Please, if you have not subscribed, kindly do so, and please like my videos and drop a comment. I would like for us to interact, and please turn on post notifications so that whenever any post drops, you'll be the first person to see it. And